I guess we should talk about it. You know, we sort of glossed over it at the top, but your Michigan Wolverines are in the college football playoff. How excited are you?
Oh, well, first of all, they're going to beat TCU by 30 points.
We agree.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I'd rather had Alabama in than that lucky as shit Ohio State. For one time, I'm pulling for Bama. Are you kidding me? Good Lord, how does Ohio State sneak back in? We beat them by 25 points.
I
How do you see that?
well, listen, I think
I, I,
it comes down to 2 losses. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it is. And I understand they talk about strength of schedule. Alabama was ninth in the strength of schedule. Some of the other teams that are in the playoff were like 39th. But those teams didn't have 2 losses. And you could argue, and I don't even think you'd be incorrect, that Alabama was the 4th best team in the SEC this year based on those 2 losses. But if you were to line up the 4 best teams, I got to think Alabama's in the conversation. Like Alabama would have been
no,
favored
no,
every.
I see you came prepared for this conversation with that graphic. Let's
That's
see.
Steve Kaufman. That's Steve just showing
Okay, all right.
the top
Well,
25.
Well, I just, for the first time in my life, or for the first time in a while, I'm going to pull for Georgia to beat, God dang it, Ohio State.
Oh, I don't think that's going to be an issue. I think Georgia's the best team in football.
Yeah.
I think they handle OSU, and I know we were joking about Michigan and TCU.
I'll forgive Kirby Smart for blowing me off. I'll cheer for him.
I think Michigan is a 9.5 point favorite on the money line. They're minus 360. I, I would probably take Michigan on the money line. I don't know about Michigan minus 9.5. I know you think they're going to win by 30. I wouldn't be surprised to see TCU pull an upset, but whoever winds up playing against Georgia, it is going to be a one-sided affair. I mean, we saw Georgia and Michigan last year in the playoff, and that didn't go your way, Rick.
Um, say that question one more time. I'm
Last
sorry.
year, Michigan lost to Georgia in the playoffs. At the time, Georgia was number 3, Michigan was number 2, and Georgia beat Michigan 34-11 in the Orange Bowl. I don't think it's going to be different this year. It'll just be for the national title, but Georgia's going to just dog walk Michigan. It won't be close.
Oh, God, you got to be kidding. We finally got a quarterback. Are you kidding me?
Just got to find 23 other players, and you're good to go.
Oh yeah. Well, okay, well, guess what? Mr. Football, I did some research too. The Edwards kid, who didn't even play until the kid who was a Heisman Trophy favorite, what the running back that went down, Kroles, what's his name? The running back from Michigan went down. So Mr. Michigan came in and rushed for 174 yards and 150 against Ohio State. They're deep.
Let's see him do it against Georgia.
Oh God, I can't believe you're pulling for Georgia. I'm saying nice things about Alabama, and you're pulling for Georgia. Man,
There you see the spreads. I don't know.
We're having, and by the way, Ric Flair is never the shits. Just so you know.
Yeah,